Hello everyone, and welcome back to the adventures of Kered Larae. Okay then.
Something you need.
Well, I suppose, after much deliberation, it would probably be quite proper if we returned Haer
Of course.
to Realishai, and, sorry, that's what we had originally set out to do. So let's go about doing that then. I mean, it's the polite thing to do, after all.
I wouldn't dream of refusing.
Or all that effort. It's a rather pretty harp. Concert harp. They can be very heavy. Come on, everybody. Back we go, back we go.
And the errant actor doth return.
Kered, I thank you, for you have brought joy to this dark house. Haer dalis, have you the gem? We bring it with us, Miss Real. Let me think, how would Haer dalis sound based off of his voice actor? I'll give it a shot. We bring it with us, Miss Realis, that we might have all the more reason to celebrate. Ah, Mekra's prize. It shall be our salvation yet. Here, Kered, 300 gold for the rescue of my bard, and a further 700 for the gem. Haer dalis, tell them the truth of what we are about while I prepare the summoning of the conduit. Get 1,000 gold experience. Haer dalis saying, yes, Miss Realis. Ah, my ravens, there be a tale between us that is long overdue. Forgive me if I led you to believe that yon gem was just a worthless bauble for the stage. In truth, it be something far more interesting. A planar jewel, a nexus between the astral plane and the prime material plane in which we are currently. Few of you primes would sense its presence, but Mekrath did, and so it was that I fell into his keeping. Luckily, he had not rid himself of it before your timely rescue. How would Kered react to this? Well, he would know what he's talking about. Kered would have studied on these subjects quite a bit. Would he be indignant about being lied to, or would he ask what he's summoning? I suppose Kered, after some of the trauma that he's been through, would probably be a little bit suspicious suddenly and say, what did you lie to me, Haer dalis? 'Tis true. I lied to you, and not once as you might think, but twice. The stone was not even mine, but Mekrath's, and I was sent to steal it. I'm just an actor on the run, nothing more. A single play has left me a wretched man, my ravens. A single wrong-headed satire I didn't even write. Alright, well, you could say that you're fed up with it and you're not going to help. Alright, you want to ask everything, or ask about the play, or say you lied to me but you had reasons, how can I help? Alright, Kered would just say, okay, I need to know what's going on here. Who are you really, where are you from, and what is going on here? Please start at the beginning, and no more lies. As our name denotes, we come from the city of Sigil, which lies upon another plane of the multiverse, or, more appropriately, upon a hub or node where many of the planes collide. Are you with me? Positively entranced. Do continue, Kered says, with a little bit of sarcasm in his voice. Yes, well, travel between these planes is not the easiest thing, especially into and out of what we call the prime material plane, which the Sword Coast and the whole world of Faerun is but an infinitesimal part. Well, all this really goes back to a most unfortunate satirical play which we produced while we were still in Sigil. And what was so unfortunate about it? A Comedy of Terrors, it was called, and the fact that the playwright wished to remain anonymous should have been sufficient clue. Comedy of Terrors. Little did we know that the sordid tale of lust between two certain planar beings might hold a mirror to the truth. Within hours the theater was left in ruins, and a price was placed upon our fleeing heads. 'Twas only the Lady of Pain herself, mistress of all Sigil, who through her unplumbed whimsy sent us careening through a portal to emerge where we are now, in this place you know as Amun. I have never realized that acting could be so dangerous. Aye, my questioning hounds, one does not satirize Duke Rowan Darkwood, factotum of the fated, and expect to live a life of safety. A wretched Cambion hunts us as we speak, and has apparently tracked us down to the prime material, although he has yet to make his move. Which brings us back to where this whole tale began, that is to the Planar stone you rescued from damned Mekreth's rubble. Of course, the Planar stone and whatever it is that Ryalis is summoning. To travel from between planes, we birds of flight can pass through what are called young conduits, whipping snake-like tubes that writhe within the astral plane, their heads and tails clinging to different pieces of the multiverse. The Planar stone acts like a charmer's pipe upon these conduits, bringing them to us that we might enter and pass through. Miss Ryalis is playing the stone as we speak, that our company might slip through our hunter's grasp and find another stage. The play must go on, you know.
Kered Larae, everyone, gather round. The stone is ready to begin the summoning.
That was fast. As the conduits open, they will bring something with them. We will do what we can to hold off whatever beasts come, the better to determine which route be safest. Kered Larae, your presence here would be appreciated. Will you stay with us? What would Kered say? Well, with Imowen weighing heavy on his mind, Kered would say, I shall stay only if the reward is sufficient. What shall you give me for my skills in this battle? A mercenary attitude that Kered normally wouldn't take, but after being lied to, he's becoming a bit detached emotionally from these people. He's really just in it for this point, for the reward, for the experience, and hopefully for perhaps any insight as to how Imowen can be found, considering that is really starting to press on him now. So that's what he would say. So this is the road that you choose to take, not that of boon companionship, but that of finance. 'Tis not what I expected, my raven. Well, I didn't expect to be lied to either, but we can't always get what we want, can we, Haer? This is a somewhat awkward question, child. It is inappropriate to make demands of desperate people. Nevertheless, perhaps we can come to an agreement. I have 1,000 Omnish coins left, and shall have no more use for them. Would this be sufficient? I shall give them to you once the portal is safe. Haer just kind of grimaces and says, it will have to do. Let us get this over with. As you wish. Come, friends, let us begin. Well, the party's virtue has decreased by 1, because Kered took that mercenary attitude. Oh well. Either way, though, oh dear. Seem to have enemies coming through. A closet.
You point
Alright.
where Minsk goes, evil stands aside.
Go get him, everybody. Does Yoshimo have the right sword out for this fight? Daystar is really more useful against undead and evil creatures. Would Dragon Slayer be better? It would make him immune to fear, and it would make him regenerate, and he could detect invisibility, but it's really only useful against dragons. I'll have him stick with Daystar for now. Oh, Kered, what are you doing?
Oh, yes.
No, get away. Alright, everybody, attack.
This will be the end.
You make pleasant company, my raven. I'll be glad to tarry a while in your motley group.
Oh, he's not dual wielding. Whoops. Okay, now you are. Oh, well, apparently, Haer at least got over that really quickly. Yeah, not so tough. Ooh, a shadow.
With vengeance!
Come on, Mint.
I won't be as gentle.
With vengeance!
There we go.
I trust always.
Bounty Hunter. Good day, Ryalis. Will you permit me to stop this madness? Thank you. Who are you, and what business do you have with us? Oh, just an employee of an old acquaintance of yours in Sigil. Duke... what was his name? Darkwood? Yes, Duke Darkwood, that was it, wasn't it? You really oughtn't to have done that play, you know. We were set up. We performed it under the assumption that it was fiction. The playwright never told us otherwise. Ah, yes, the infamous anonymous playwright. Now, who was he anyway? We never did learn. Neither did we. He wore a mask and met up with us in the alleyways. It doesn't matter. Come, my bards. It appears 'tis time to make our reckoning. What of these others? Who are you, human? Surely Realis did not hire you in the hope that you would save her. Now the question here is, would Kered be willing to step on anyone's toes or not? They did hire his services, so even though he did take a mercenary attitude towards them, he is going to fulfill his part of the contract, considering that even for people he's not attached to personally or emotionally, he at least tries to be professional. And so he says, if you want these people, you will have to get through me. Fool! I don't need to involve you. Already I have the souls of these ones attuned. Let it begin. The souls of what now? Apparently they all just disappeared, including Realis. Well, damn. What are we gonna do now? I guess we gotta go in there after them. Yeah, that doesn't look slightly dangerous, huh? Alright, let's, I think this seems like an excellent occasion to save. I'll just save it over happy returns, even though it's really not so happy an occasion. Alright, I'm sure whatever is behind that portal, wherever it goes, is a terrible, terrible thing. So it sounds like a really sensible thing to do would be to seek out preparations immediately. Yes. Alright, so the casters should obviously prepare themselves with all those necessary protective spells that keep them alive oh so good. Alright, yes. Okay. What other protections? We'll do that right at the end. Mince is already casting Bless, Armor of Faith. Maybe Yan. Should we go in invisible? It's probably not a good idea. However, I think Mirrored Image would probably be a sensible choice. And then finally, Defensive Harmony. Okay. Okay, great. Let's head in there. And obviously one of the casters can cast Haste if it proves necessary. And the cost of it being that it exhausts the party fairly quickly.
What can it be now?
Someone saying, "Listen, you little maggot. I want to know how you got your collar off right now, or you'll find there are far worse things than being a slave." No, I don't care what you say. I won't be a slave anymore. Well, if that's the way you... Trail, hold. Others have come through the portal. What others? The Primes. How foolish of you to have followed your actor friends here. Voneth, close the portal, please.
What can it be now?
Do you have any idea at all where you are, Primes? Let's see, what kind of attitude would Kered take here? They're really not his friends, so he wouldn't say that. Would he do with understatement to say he's there sightseeing? They try to threaten and challenge them? I think he would just be glib and say, I assume I'm on another plane, naturally. Oh, you're a sharp one, Prime. I'm afraid it's much, much worse than that. This place is one of the finest prisons in the plains. There is no way out of here, except at the whim of the Cambion. What fools you must be to come here of your own volition. No matter. I expect you'll bring a grand price from the Cambion as new thralls. Hunters, take him. No. We're not gonna do that. There will be no taking of us. More just like the killing of you, actually.
Live by the sword. Live a good long time.
Yoshimo, I think this is a good time for you to use your... Oh, none of them are undead, so Sunray is not going to be that useful. Use your Cloak of the Shield. Alright. Jahira, he looks dangerous.
I go.
Run over this way. And, get in his face, I suppose.
As I would have done.
Yan, shoot him. They're obviously all hostile.
A standard tactic.
They just haven't become hostile yet. Kered, what are we gonna do with you? We got lots of enemies. I suppose Hold Monster seems the most appropriate. Let's try it on this guy. Oh wow, that one's dead already. Good job, Jahira. Okay, that was a caster. Alright, get in there, stop the ranged combatant. Kered. Let's see, we need to stop that caster from casting spells. Magic missile. Yan, same thing with you. Stop that caster. Oh crap, we have sneaky bounty hunter trying to get Yan. Okay. We gotta keep the magic missiles up. We gotta make sure that caster can't cast any spells. Vince is gonna keep battling here. Yoshimo.
Yoshimo is willing.
Try to stop him from attacking Kered. Keep up that magic missile bombardment. What the hell? Yen was knocked down. Shit, the frickin' tactics, I hate them. Alright, Kered, you need to cast that spell pronto. Yoshimo, try to get a quick shot in. Alright, Yan is temporarily out of the fight. Alright, spell disrupted. Enemy destroyed. Oh, and Jahira got that other one. Alright, good.
It is done.
Alright. Alright, focus on these. Mince, keep fighting.
Hero coming through.
Alright, Kered, it's gonna be your turn. Try to, what are we gonna do here? A lot of these area effect spells are too dangerous to use right now. Alright, I guess just magic missile on this guy.
You will get your second chance. Lost my frazzle. Apologies.
Frazzle?
Not kicking, for goodness!
Okay then. Alright, let's just use our dagger now. Oh hey, we got him. And Yen's back. Whew, that was a nasty fight.
You wouldn't hurt a gnome, would you?
I thank you, my lord, for your timely rescue. I am afraid I did not give much thought as to what I would do after I removed my collar. It was foolish of me, I suppose, but I would rather be dead than remaining enslaved to the Cambion forever. There has to be a way out of here somewhere. What do you mean by your collar? The warden keeps a large number of slaves here, prisoners that have been turned into thralls by a magical collar that they wear that controls them. They are next to impossible to remove. Mine has a small flaw in it, and I was able to squirm out of it not long ago, only to find that there was almost nowhere for me to go here, and danger down every corridor. What was this Cambion you mentioned? The Cambion here is the warden of this prison. I know not his true name, but he is a cruel and evil master who delights in the suffering of his thralls. He is a powerful demon as well. You may have defeated his bounty hunters, but if I were you, I would find a way out of here and avoid him entirely. You said there was no way out of here. Surely that's incorrect. The only sure way out of this Planar prison is through the dark magic of the Cambion himself, but I doubt he would transport anyone out of here willingly. There is no physical exit that I know of. The portals lead only to other rooms within the prison, and there are no doors or windows, if indeed there is even an outside to speak of here. No, the only way one can leave is through the use of magic, powerful magic that only a few might have to attract a conduit to this dim and forsaken place. Do you know where I might find Haer dalis and his troop? You are friends of the actors? Ah, then you may as well begin mourning them, my lord. They are in the warden's cells, awaiting transport to Duke Rowan's tower, I am told. The warden is directly north of here, through the hallway, but I would advise against going down that path. You will see on the floor markings that the Tenari have left with their magic, portals that transport you to the other rooms of this prison. The ones in the hallway to the north you cannot avoid, and